Roberto Luongo that is one of the best in the National Hockey League.
It's a good feeling knowing that you have someone like that behind you, a weathered veteran.
That was a super save. That was his best save of the night. Pass across the front. Bozak! What a save made by Luongo! He makes an unbelievable save.
We're on the air at Sunrise Hockey Night in Canada, starting a little bit earlier this weekend, as it's a big night down here in South Florida, as the Panthers are moments away from retiring Roberto Luongo's jersey before hosting his boyhood team, the Montreal Canadiens.
Oh, cool.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Dubaskus. June 24th, 2000, the day that Luongo was traded here to the Panthers from the Islanders. When he first got down here to Florida, he looked around, saw the palm trees, and thought, they play hockey here? He wound up doing just that for 10-plus seasons for the Panthers and finished his career as the all-time wins leader for the franchise. His first victory with the club came some 5 months after the trade, making 21 stops in a 2-1 overtime win over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Pavel Bure had the winner that night. Well, Gary Galley is along with us here now. He will have the call between the benches along with Dave Randorf here tonight once things get going. Gary, I'll ask you first. When I say Roberto Luongo, you think about his career, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I mean, when you look at his career as the player, I mean, a fabulous goaltender who made a difference with the organizations he played for, but not just on the ice as a hockey player. This is a guy who entrenched himself in the communities that he played in, good and bad, made a difference, stepped up when he had to for the communities he played in, and I think such a great ambassador for the game. And what he did, maybe one of the first guys to start, you know, online and to be sending out tweets and things like that, and I think people have grown from there. And he did it the right way. He did it the fun way, and I think that's just who he is, and I'm really thrilled for him. One of the few guys over the last few years, I do this job, and every year I come back, there's less and less guys that I've played against that are still in the game, and he's one of only 3 or 4, you know, Chara, Thornton, Marlowe, and Luongo was one of them, and now out of the game, and I'm really happy for him. That sweater going up is well-deserved.
I guess, I mean, it would have been fitting if Vancouver was here tonight, but the fact that it's his boyhood team, the Canadiens, that's got to feel something good, too.
Well, nice and organic. I mean, well planned by the Panthers. If it wasn't going to be Vancouver, it has to be the Montreal Canadiens. This guy's a Canadian through and through. Not only that, but it's a team he grew up as a child watching and idolizing some of the goaltenders that have probably played for the Montreal Canadiens in their history. So to have them here in the building tonight, and of course a lot of Montreal Canadian fans will be in this building tonight, I think it'll be special for him. And the other thing is really kind of weird, you know, as I was going, you know, having lunch today outside the hotel, there's a person sitting there with a Vancouver Luongo jersey on with the number 1. It's the strangest thing. We don't see the number 1 anymore. Number 1 is a rarity for a goalie now. These players have all these personalities. They wear different numbers. There's only one goalie that's playing regularly in the National Hockey League that wears number 1, and that's Thomas Greiss. That's it. So the numbers are changing. You're going to see the number 1 going up.
That's crazy.
It's strange because we just don't see it anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was asked, why does he use number 1? It's because, well, simply he wanted to be number 1, right, Gary? Well, appreciate you doing this here. We'll hear from you a little later on here tonight. Roberto Luongo, forever a Canadian through and through, but down in Florida here is home for him tonight. He watches his number go to the rafters in his own backyard. Steve Goldstein is the MC for tonight's ceremony.
Should have won the cup in 2011.
Good evening, everyone.
Something we didn't
I'm
do.
Steve Goldstein. Thank you.
Oh, Burroughs is there.
We're all here for this historic night in Florida Panthers history. Tonight, the first player jersey number will be retired. Thank you to the NHL, Panthers and Canadiens organization, and for all of you being here. Welcome to all the Panther fans here. And all of you watching, and to hockey fans across North
Just don't show
America
him,
and the
because it's
world.
probably not full.
And to those watching in Roberto's hometown, Montreal, and surrounding areas, bonsoir, bienvenue. It's a well-deserved fitting honor for the man who spent the most years in a Panthers jersey in team history.
Wow.
And a man who is as proud to wear the Panther logo as anyone. That man is Roberto Luongo. And his number 1 will head to the rafters tonight. 11 years as a Panther, but 20 years in counting as a South Floridian. On the ice with the Panthers and in the community, Roberto Luongo is all in. His passion for this team and community is commendable. His longevity and commitment to his craft, unrelenting. Roberto has 489 wins, the 3rd most for a goalie in NHL history. He is 2nd all-time in games played and saves. Yes, he saw a lot of pucks some of those years. Ninth in league history with 77 shutouts, a 5-time All-Star, Stanley Cup finalist, and the winning goalie in one of the great hockey games and moments in history. The 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver as Canada beat the United States in overtime in that gold-medal game. And another goal in the 2014 games. It's a sterling career, one that will surely lead to soon at the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto.
Oh, guaranteed.
He may even get into the Twitter Hall of Fame if there was such a thing. And Fantasy Football Hall of Fame, again, if there is one. Roberto is now working off the ice in hockey operations, continuing his quest to bring the Stanley Cup to South Florida. Committed, engaging, witty, caring. Just a few of the adjectives to try to sum up Roberto. He's a staunch family man, and that family is large. They're here tonight, along with numerous guests. And I'll now like to introduce the family and guests here on the ice. Roberto's agent, Pat Brisson. A former Canucks teammate, Alex Burrows. World-famous goalie coach, who worked closely with Roberto, Francois Allaire. Former Panther teammate and current Panthers senior vice president, Sean Thornton.
Nice.
Panthers president and CEO, Matt Caldwell. Former Panther teammate and current NHL TV analyst, Jamie McLennan. Panthers goaltending coach, Rob Tallis.
Robbie Tallis.
Panthers president of hockey operations and general manager, Dale Talon. Panthers owner, Vinny Viola. NHL commissioner, Gary Bettman. By the way, that makes no sense. He's always supported the Florida Panthers. It should be the other way around, folks. That's the truth. Roberto's brother and Panthers AHL goaltender, coach, Leo Luongo. Leo's 5-year-old daughter, Aviana. Roberto's mother-in-law, Connie, father-in-law, Umberto. Roberto's father, Antonio. Mother, Pasqualina. Son, Gianni. Daughter, Gabriella. And Roberto's wife, Gina. Welcome to all of you. Now let's direct our attention to the video board.
Highest rated goalie in the draft, Luongo. He is a good one. With the fourth selection, Roberto Luongo. That's my lifelong dream. Since I was a little boy, to watch hockey on TV, and I always wanted to play in the NHL.
Islanders should have kept him.
I've always had a great relationship with the fans here. Even when I come back in the summertime, all the time I get people coming up to me and asking me when I was going to come back and this and that. And I never had an answer for them because I didn't know. But this is a great place to live. So, down with the fact that the ownership is committed, it's a great compliment.
Headed now with a shot at Luongo to save it. Well, where the Panthers be in general without Roberto Luongo? Now, third all time in wins behind only Martin Brodeur and back to line. He earned it tonight.
Top 3 are from Quebec. That's crazy.
As a community, to take action. You guys are an inspiration to all of us. And at the end of the day, you guys are what's giving us hope for the future.
Wonderful. We do want to welcome a couple of our other guests that were able to make it. There's been a lot of traffic in the area, in case you did not know. Former Canucks teammate of Roberto, Kevin Bieksa, and former Panther and current NHL TV analyst, Kevin Weeks. It is now my pleasure to introduce the man of the night, a true Panther, one of the greatest goalies of all time, 5-time All-Star, number 1, Roberto Luongo.
So I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more.
Kids.
I did my
Probably his grandma.
Is a close friend of Roberto's, a personal and professional relationship that, of course, started on the ice in the Panthers ice bed in Coral Springs. You may recall 3 years ago on this ice when Roberto and Al Montoya both got hurt in a game. This guy was set to go in goal. Well, Roberto didn't want to see that, or maybe he did. But he returned from the hospital, got dressed, and finished the game. It kept Tallis off the ice. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Panthers goaltending coach Rob Tallis.
Thank you, Goldie, again for that. Keep bringing that up every time. And what possibly could become out of emergency goalie going into a game against the Toronto Maple Leafs? I don't know if I should thank Lou or be mad at Lou, because it might have been my only opportunity to be on any late night talk show. Every athlete has defining moments in their career, from our parents and family and loved ones supporting us through the ups and downs of a long season, to our past coaches who are pushing us, testing us, and making the most of us and our maximum potential. Playing in big moment games like Stanley Cup playoffs, or like Goldie said, winning the gold medal for Team Canada. Every moment is intertwined with its good and bad learning curves that make you who you are today. One of those moments was back December 27th, 1999. It was a real goalie battle in Lou's rookie year, where he earned his career first shutout. I know this firsthand because I was that goalie that night playing for the Boston Bruins. Little did you know I'd be helping you out back then. Another achievement Lou recently made was last year reaching his 1,000 game mark.
It's a lot for a goalie.
Days prior to that, a lot of you don't know, Lou was suffering some pretty bad bruised ribs, and it was keeping him in and out of the lineup. I got a text for the first time around 3 o'clock on that game day, unsure on how he was feeling about the game and the uncertainties of the pain running through his ribs. So I texted him back and said, let's have a conversation when we get to the game, and we'll make a decision then. So around 5 o'clock, we sat in his stall and we just reminisced a little bit about all his games, some of the good ones, some of the bad ones. And we kind of came to a conclusion that this is the way it should be. You should be banged up. You should be feeling this way, and it should be a hard game. So with some more thought on that, Lou went out in his fashion and had a 3-2 win over the Boston Bruins and was game star for the night. Only to join the company of Martin Brodeur and Patrick Roy in the history of hockey. I will always be thankful after that game and cherish the moment that you gave me your game used stick. That is something I'll remember forever. But the day you get voted to the Hall of Fame, you may see that stick on eBay for the highest bidder. Over the past 20 years, Lou was relentless in his pursuit of being the best. Never satisfied with good games, but always looking for a better game. Talent is defined as a natural attribute or skill. Talent is what got you into the NHL, but your preparation, your commitment, and to better yourself every day, your passion to win every start, and most importantly, allowing yourself to evolve with the changing of the position and the game is why you sit here today. I am extremely proud and humbled to have worked with you, and more importantly, become your friend over the past years. Thank you for everything you've done for this franchise, for these fans, and all your fans, and the game of hockey. It is only fitting that you are the first player to have your name and number hanging in the rafters representing the Florida Panthers. Congratulations to Lou, your beautiful family, and to everybody tonight. This is your night. Congratulations, Lou. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Next up, a teammate and close friend, and like Roberto, he's got that sense of humor. He's a goalie. Currently
Oh,
a hockey
nice.
analyst for TSN
Noodles.
Canada and talk show host. And one time, you should really look this up on the internet. This guy had Roberto Luongo on the TV set as his intern. It's good stuff. With great hockey nicknames, let's welcome Noodles, Jamie McLennan.
All right, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. This is the one and only time I will ever be ahead of Roberto Luongo. First off, I want to apologize for making you as fans watch me perform 17 glorious appearances in 05 and 06, the year I played here with Lou. I did my best, but let's be honest, it didn't go so well. I know it pained Jacques Martin and his staff to put me out there, but they did have to give Lou a night off once in a while. There was two things I knew that year that were the locks of the century. Number one, my jersey would never go to the rafters here at this organization. Secondly, we all knew Lou's jersey was going to be lifted to the rafters the minute that he retired. And this is an unreal moment to be a part of. Although I only spent one season here, I developed relationships that will last a lifetime with several members of that team. None more special than Roberto and his family. Great things happen to great people, and in this case, there isn't a better person. Roberto exemplifies everything that it takes to be great in life. Talent, work ethic, drive, resilience, the support of loved ones, and most of all, competitiveness. And that competitiveness wasn't just reserved for on-ice performance. Everything Roberto did had that work ethic and drive attached to it, as I found out early on in my tenure. I was once ejected from the poker game at the back of the plane by Louis for what he would term a lack of commitment to the game. You may find this tough to believe, but I was a distracted poker player who didn't always take the game as serious as others. So my moves would be wildly inconsistent with what was the accepted rules and behavior about what is brought to the table. And on one fateful afternoon flight, when I made an ill-timed aggressive play, because I wanted to watch a show on my computer and basically donate my money to the cause, a very lucky or unlucky draw, depends on how you view it, eliminated Roberto Luongo from the game. This maneuver didn't sit well with him. So after some strong language and some visible frustration, I was put on notice that I was to be banned indefinitely from the card game, and I was allowed to sit in the proximity, but not allowed to participate in any more games in the foreseeable future. I experienced the fire of the off-ice Roberto Luongo that day. Conversely, I one night witnessed our team give up 28 shots in a period to the Carolina Hurricanes. He literally kept us in the game. I remember thinking, okay, let's see the reaction we're going to get for this nonsense going on. Roberto came in, sat in his stall, breathing heavy, dripping in sweat, and he sits up and says, okay, boys, let's do better next period. I'm thinking, that's it? That's all you got for us? All that fire? That was much worse that was going on. It was much worse than going all in a card game on a plane, put it that way. And I'm thinking, it means this guy's got to dig in and do something for us. I mean, some guys put on their gear in that period and it was an absolute mess. I think Joseph Stumple at one point was wearing broomball shoes and running around the ice. And Louis let us off the hook. But that was him. He led by example and showed our group the way instead of hanging us out to dry. That was the type of leadership and class he brought to the table every day. It was impressive to watch. Side note, I do remember that moment in game vividly, but in all honesty, I didn't have the heart to do a fact check to see if the boys knuckled down and got our fearless leader a win that night. For the sake of this ceremony, let's just say that the boys brought a massive response for Lou, and he cruised easily to a victory. But chances are he faced 50 plus shots that night and only scored 3, and somehow we won 3-2. So in all seriousness, playing with you and getting to watch you night in and night out was one of the highlights of my career. You're one of the greatest goaltenders to ever play the game of hockey. You exemplify class on and off the ice, and I'm very proud to be here to witness and share this day with you. You're a great man, you're a lifelong friend, and you deserve this amazing recognition.
Jamie, thanks very much. Once again, we direct your attention to the video boards.
What's up? Weeksy here. Just want to congratulate you on your amazing accomplishment. You've had an incredible career. You're one of the best to ever do it. Proud to have been a former teammate of yours. Consider you a friend. Your class through and through, on the ice, off the ice. You're one of the greatest that's ever put the gear on. So congrats on your special night. Richly deserved. You're the next generation of the great goalies coming out of Quebec, La Belle Province. So congrats to you and your great family. Enjoy this night. It's a lifetime of work. Hope you have a great night. Enjoy it. Thanks so much.
Hi, Roberto. I just want to take a couple seconds to congratulate you on an amazing career. Your passion for the game, your work ethic, and your sense of competition always made you one of my favorite teammates. Now your jersey is getting retired by the Florida Panthers, and it's one of the best honors a player could ever get, and it's well deserved by you. Congratulations once again. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon.
Hey Louis, congrats to you on having your number retired here at the BB&T Center. The first Florida Panther player to ever have that done to him. You've had a special career. The stats speak for itself. But one thing I know about you is you're an even better person. You and Gina have done a great job here in the community, and it's good to see. Happy for you, and congrats. And it'll be nice coming in this week, seeing you your number one hanging in the rafters. Good job, buddy.
Hey Lou, Marty Ritter here. Listen, congratulations on being the first Florida Panther to get his jersey retired. I think it's awesome. You had an unbelievable career with them. It was great having you as a teammate at the Olympics in 2010. And again, congrats. Enjoy the night with your friends and family.
Lou, you're one of the best ever. Played with you in the World Cup, the Olympics, played against you all those years. You're one of my favorites of all time. You're one of the greatest of all time. Can't wait to see that number in the Raptors. Congratulations.
Hey Lou, you only go. Congratulations. So happy for you. You deserve this. Obviously it's not because of your poker skills, but unbelievable to get to play a game. It's a huge honor to call you a friend, and this is awesome. Very well deserved. Congratulations to you and all your family. Have a wonderful.
I just want to congratulate you, Lou, on being the first Panther player to have his jersey retired. You had a fabulous career, and I was honored to share the ice with you. It's been a pleasure working with you off the ice in the last few months, and I look forward to our future together.
Hey Louie, it's good to hear. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you. It was a pleasure to play in front of you for the years that we did. It was a lot of fun sitting beside you on the plane, and I think I'm pretty untouched when it comes to you taking my money, which is nice. But no, congratulations to Eugene and the kids. It was, as I said, it was a pleasure playing with you, and nobody is more deserving of something like this than you and the family. So congratulations.
Hey Lou, just want to congratulate you on the retirement of the jersey. First time as a Panther, to be able to do that, so that's pretty cool. Congratulations. It's fun playing with you, fun practicing with you. I know you probably wouldn't say the same about me, but congrats on everything. You're the man.
Roberto Luongo, congratulations on your unbelievable career. Thank you for everything that you have done for all of us. And my friend, I wish you just nothing but amazing things in your future. Have a wonderful night. Congratulations.
Hey Rob, I'd just like to say sorry I couldn't be there on this special day. I'd like to say congratulations on a great career, and especially for showing me what hard work and dedication actually looks like day in and day out. So once again, congratulations. I'm proud of you, and I love you.
Roberto, I love you.
Hi Roberto. Congratulations on having your Florida Panthers jersey retired.
Lou and I are so proud of you and all you have achieved. We have very fond memories of your hockey career and consider ourselves very fortunate that we had you as the Philip in Father's New Brunswick. Much love to you and all of your family.
Hi, my name is Tony Canuto, and I had the pleasure of coaching Robert back in 1992 at the PBWC level. I remember this tall, lanky kid showing up on the ice with hands the size of a baseball glove and huge feet. Well, I can tell you, Robert, as a coach, you were the player that influenced me the most. I wish you all the best. It was an honor to be part of this presentation. Congratulations to you. I'm really proud of you. Next to all, Hall of Fame.
He's got this unbelievable sense of humor. And on top of that, he's a true competitor. Wanted to win every game. He's a great leader and someone you could always turn to for advice about the game, about life, about anything.
Félicitations, mon bon Lou, d'avoir ton chandail retiré, d'être premier dans l'histoire des Panthers. C'était really fier de toi, et félicitations pour ta carrière.
Lou is one of the funniest guys and hardworking guys I've ever played with, and it's just a really nice guy to have around in the team. His experience and just work ethic and how funny he is too is just like, I got really lucky to be with him in the same team.
Roberto, thank you so much for a wonderful career. It's been a pleasure and an honor to watch you perform with the Florida Panthers. I'm really proud that I was able to make a trade to get you to come back to play for the Panthers, but better still to be able to work with you now on a daily basis and to watch your professionalism, your excellence, and your tremendous character. You're a great influence to all of us, and I can't think of a more deserving player to be honored for the first time than you. So congratulations, Roberto. This is great, and look forward to many years of working with you.
So, what to give Roberto Luongo? That's the question. For that, you have to think about what he would like and perhaps would not buy for himself. So here are Panthers President and CEO Matt Caldwell, former teammate and current Panthers Senior Vice President Sean Thornton with a couple of gifts that will fit Roberto's personality and something for the brains behind the operation. Gina, Roberto and Gina, would you come on up, please? Now, first, we celebrate Roberto's great career. The Panthers are honored to present a custom Corum Italian lira coin watch featuring a genuine 50 lira coin incorporated into the dial. There's one for Roberto and one for Gina. And by many of the comments from former teammates, you're getting the whole card thing and the idea. Well, with that, Roberto is known to frequent the tables. So underneath that black cover is a custom Florida Panthers personalized Roberto Luongo blackjack table.
That's cool. That's awesome.
There are no cards. Can't set them up yet. Sorry.
Yeah.
Our next speaker tonight, I'm honored to introduce. His commitment to South Florida is impressive and passionate, not only with this hockey team, but in the community. Vinny Viola is a leader. This organization is a leader in South Florida, especially in the face of adversity and tragedy. Donating millions of dollars to worthy South Florida causes, honoring the brave men and women of the United States military, and supporting their families. Ladies and gentlemen, Panthers owner, Vinny Viola.
On behalf of the Florida Panthers organization, the family of Panther fans, and the community of South Florida, it really is a distinct honor that I get the privilege to be the owner of this franchise when we retire Roberto Luongo's jersey. Some refer to God as the arbiter of all results, and some people just call it circumstance. But I could break down my experience as the steward of this franchise to two defining moments. Roberto, the moment that Dale called me and told me we were going to have the opportunity to trade for you was the moment that I knew that this franchise would be okay. And you've done nothing since the moment that we announced that trade